in June, we obliterated Iran's nuclear capacity in Operation Midnight Hammer. You saw that. People have been waiting for 22 years to do that, and we were right at the end. They were about a month away from having a nuclear weapon. We had to do it. There's another beautiful armada floating beautifully toward Iran right now. So we'll see. I hope they make a deal. I hope they make a deal. I'm telling you, if Kamala won, or any of them, I think Gavin Newsom is worse because, I mean, he's destroyed California. If they win, that group, that ideology wins, you will be Venezuela on steroids. And I've said it for years. And you know what? They will destroy our country. The country would have been destroyed already. We're fully rebuilding the U.S. military with more than $1 trillion we're spending on the military. And in June, we obliterated Iran's nuclear capacity in Operation Midnight Hammer. You saw that. People have been waiting for 22 years to do that, and we were right at the end. They were about a month away from having a nuclear weapon. We had to do it. And by the way, there's another beautiful armada floating beautifully toward Iran right now. So we'll see. I hope they make a deal. I hope they make a deal. They should have made a deal the first time they'd have a country.
It will certainly deliver a comprehensive and regret-inducing response to any kind of aggression.
The United States has been closely monitoring protests in Iran since anti-government demonstrations began on December 28, 2025, and President Donald Trump has repeatedly warned the Khamenei regime of U.S. intervention over the bloody crackdown on protesters, which reportedly killed over 6,000 people. Is the clock ticking for the U.S. to step into the conflict? Because the armada, including the USS Abraham Lincoln and guided missile destroyers, has arrived in the region, with the aircraft carrier giving the U.S. the capability to strike Iran. In an interview with Axios, U.S. President Donald Trump warned Iran by touting a large U.S. naval buildup near its waters, calling it bigger than the force sent toward Venezuela. He said the situation was uncertain, repeating threats of intervention after Iran's crackdown on protests, but also claimed that Tehran was seeking a deal following the buildup.
We have a big armada next to Iran, bigger than Venezuela. Hey, they want to make a deal. I know so. They called on numerous occasions. They want to talk.
Trump's remarks to Axios build on his earlier claim last week that a major U.S. naval force was heading toward the Middle East. His comments have fueled speculation over whether Washington is heading toward talks with Tehran or preparing for military action. Trump may be saying that Iran wants to talk, but Iran's response contradicts the president's version of events. Responding to Trump's warning, Iran said on January 26th that the movement of a U.S. warship would not weaken its resolve or ability to defend itself. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esma El-Baghaei told reporters that Iran would respond decisively and comprehensively to any threat.
The arrival of so-and-so will not affect Iran's determination and seriousness in fiercely defending the integrity of Iran. We have both the will and the full capability to defend Iran. As for how we will respond, it is very clear. Just as we have shown before, we will definitely respond decisively, with all our strength and comprehensively, to any aggression or threat. As for the details, obviously this is neither the place nor is it my area of expertise to discuss them. Our armed forces have learned well how to defend Iran's borders. The Islamic Republic of Iran is also fully aware of its own capabilities. It is confident, and it also keeps previous experiences in mind, including the heroic battle in Khordad. Now, stronger than ever, it will certainly deliver a comprehensive and regret-inducing response to any kind of aggression. Simply labeling an institution, a body that has emerged from the very heart of the Iranian people, an institution responsible for safeguarding a nation, entrusted with the security of the Persian Gulf, and one that has played the greatest role in the fight against Daesh terrorism, is a despicable and illogical act, and naturally, the Islamic Republic of Iran considers it its right to respond in kind.
Meanwhile, U.S. Central Command announced plans for regional drills to demonstrate its ability to deploy and sustain combat air power, while White House officials said a strike on Iran remains under consideration, with no final decision yet. Axios reported that Trump is weighing further military options, even as he hints at possible talks with Tehran, tied to limits on uranium, missiles, and regional proxies. Threats from both sides have continued since last December. Earlier, on January 9th, Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei slammed U.S. President Donald Trump over last year's attacks on Iran in support of Israel and urged him to focus on his own country.
They were actively engaged in widespread destruction, causing immense damage and chaos, solely for the purpose of appeasing and gratifying the individuals who held the highest position in American foreign affairs. This was because this prominent figure had previously uttered a completely unfounded and utterly irrelevant statement declaring that if the Iranian government were to undertake specific actions or policies, he would personally intervene and provide unwavering support to certain factions or outcomes, thereby inciting these destructive behaviors. These disruptive rioters and genuinely harmful individuals, just because these disruptive rioters and truly harmful people within the country, their fervent hopes are entirely pinned on him. If he is indeed capable, then he should absolutely be allowed to fix his very own country. In his own country, there are so many significant incidents and pressing problems constantly happening, causing widespread concern. His hands are stained with the blood of more than 1,000 Iranians. In the 12-day war, over 1,000 of our compatriots, aside from commanders, scientists, and prominent figures, ordinary people were martyred. This person said, "I gave the orders, I commanded during the war." After a period of intense internal deliberation and the undeniable weight of his conscience, he ultimately decided to reveal the truth. With a sense of profound relief and a quiet yet firm resolve, he confessed himself fully and without reservation, acknowledging his involvement in the matter. This significant admission marked a turning point as he laid bare the details of his actions and the circumstances that led to them, finally unburdening himself of the secrets he had carried. Everyone should know and fully understand that the Islamic Republic, a truly sovereign and independent nation, came to power through the immense sacrifice and precious blood of several 100,000 honorable, courageous, and dedicated people. And it will absolutely not back down or yield in the face of those who threaten the very existence and foundational principles of the Islamic Republic. It will absolutely not tolerate serving foreign interests or agendas. No matter who you truly are, if you become a mercenary for foreign powers, if you actively work for outsiders against the very nation itself, then there will be severe consequences. It does not tolerate serving foreign interests, no matter who you are. If you become a mercenary for foreigners, if you work for outsiders, the nation rejects you, and the Islamic system also rejects you. This applies to those people, that guy. Consider the individual who sits there, so arrogantly and with such profound pride, constantly passing harsh judgment upon the entire world, without any true understanding or empathy. That guy who sits there arrogantly and pridefully passing judgment on the whole world, he should also know that usually the world's tyrants and oppressors like Pharaoh, Nimrod, Reza Khan, and all the Rezas in their ilk, when they were at the height of their arrogance, they were overthrown.